All right, New Ulm will be the visiting team in tonight's ball game, and here is the way that Jeff Stoll has arranged his batting order. Robbie will lead off and play second base. Robbie at second. Chad Stoll is pitching tonight for New Ulm. He is on the mound batting in the number 2 spot. Aaron Allen will catch and bat third. Scott Schmidt, the cleanup hitter, at shortstop. Marshall Bloomer will be at first base, and he is in the number 5 position. Russ Trowig bats sixth in left field. Keith Winchittle at third base with Stoll pitching is in the number 7 spot. Jim Leslie in the lineup in place of Brian Ginn will be in center field and bat 8th. And Rick Wellman is in right field, and he will bat 9th. For State College, Pennsylvania, they look like this. Leading off and playing in center field will be Scott Hussey. Batting second at second base is Tim Smeal. Batting third at first base, Todd Stoner. The catcher, Chris Franks, batting in the cleanup spot. Todd Schellenberger is in left field and will bat 5th. Doug Schweitzer is the pitcher in the number 6 position, rather. Doug Schweitzer, number 6 position. Dave Montresor, third base, will bat 7th. John Kamenitsky is the shortstop, batting 8th. And Todd Irvin will be out in right field, and he will be batting at 9th. Right now we are going through the sportsmanship code, and then we will be playing ball. They had the national anthem prior to the Hutchinson game, so I don't believe we are going to get the national anthem here for this particular game. Yes, and they have just now indicated play ball, and State College is now taking the field. And we'll tell you a little bit about State College from some of the information that I've got on them. And again, statistically, I don't have anything simply because they had nothing compiled and apparently are not used to being hounded by us media types for that information. So I don't have anything to pass along. However, what I can tell you about State College is this. They've got a lot of experience. A lot of the kids they've got in their lineup have been on this ball club for 3 years, and some of the others for 2 years. So they've been here before, although they haven't been to the region level. They've been in money situations and pressure situations and have responded. The pitcher tonight that New Ulm is going to face, taking his warm-up tosses right now, Doug Schweitzer. He is a right-hander, 6 feet tall, 165, and he is a graduate of State College High School and is on his way to Lock Haven College. And the book on him, and I don't have any statistics on him, he's got a fastball that is probably the second hardest on the team behind Stan Belinda. Now, you probably have no idea who Belinda is, but that is their ace, and Belinda's been clocked right around 85 miles per hour. And Schweitzer is probably upper 70s, lower 80s, and he is one of the types that can get away with the high fastball. Most fastball pitchers that put one up around the letters are going to get it, but apparently Schweitzer, I am told, has got the heat that he can get it by people if he gets it up there. He's got a curveball that he'll come at you sidearm that breaks a little bit, and a good slider that'll drop down and away. Usually has good control, and he has won the 5 losses that this ball club has this year. But I don't have his wins record, but that is the gun on Schweitzer. And Jim, what does that tell you?
One of the things that I've observed this afternoon is that most of these clubs have had a 10-day layoff.
Yep.
And it's been one of those where they've come out of a tournament. They probably rested their pitching staff for most of the whole week. And pitchers need that rest, but they also need to throw off the mound. All the pitching today, at least, has started out by being a little wild, and I think that's probably part of it. They've needed the rest. They've taken the rest. They haven't worked off the mound. It takes 2 or 3 innings to get acclimated to the mound that's here and get back what you had 10 days ago.
All right, Schweitzer walks into the windup and pitched to Brian Robbie. Is swung on and lined right to the second baseman, Tim Smeal, who had him played perfectly, and there's one down. So Brian Robbie wastes no time, and a line drive to the second baseman, Smeal, and Robbie was red hot in the state tournament just completed where he went 8 out of 17, and he wasted no time there.
He hit that ball right on the nose again.
Well, 1 up, 1 down, 1 pitch, 1 out, and here is Chad Stoll, who is the pitcher tonight, and he has been in a slump, and he's opened up his stance, and he picks on the first pitch, sends it to right. Backing up is Todd Irvin, and he makes the catch in medium right field, and there is 2 down, so New Ulm being very aggressive at the plate, Both Robbie and Stoll have picked on the first pitch, and quickly there are 2 men out.
And both hit the ball very hard. I think that will probably help New Ulm, though, because it's a confidence builder for those people who are coming up that this guy is hittable.
Well, here's Aaron Allen back behind the plate. He caught the Hutchinson game, which was the last game New Ulm played in that state tournament, and the first pitch is a strike called. Nipped the outside corner from Schweitzer. Looked like a slider. 1 strike to Allen. He was 6 for 13 in the tournament with a couple of homers. He's hitting .457 for the year. 7 homers, 52 RBIs, and a strike called again to Aaron Allen, and Aaron could not believe it. He just kind of walked away in disgust, and quickly he is in the hole, 2 strikes. So apparently Schweitzer started the first 2 hitters with fastballs, and he's gone off speed with Allen. 0-2. And the pitch is outside. He wasted 1, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Schweitzer shows me that he knows how to pitch. The first pitch was outside. The second pitch was inside. The third pitch was high.
Schweitzer looking down to his catcher Franks for the sign. He's got it now, and the right-hander kicks and throws. Curve ball outside, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aaron Allen, probably one of the best 2-strike hitters on this ball club. He's only struck out 4 times in 129 plate appearances, and he was red hot in the tournament. Couple of homers, a triple and a double, and 4 RBIs. And the pitch is strike 3 called. Pitch right at the letters on the outside corner. A nice pitch by Schweitzer. Allen didn't agree with it, but the home plate umpire, Don Proctor, called him out. And New Ulm goes without a fuss in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down, half inning. New Ulm nothing, and State College coming up.
The Hanska State Agency, with 2 full-time agents, Fritz and Wanda, offers a full line of insurance coverages. The Hanska State Agency can provide auto, homeowners, farm package policies, life insurance, major medical, and supplemental insurance to Medicare. Personalized insurance service is as close as your phone at Hanska State Agency. Phone 439.
It's best to be the biggest when you can get the full service of your hometown bank along with the friendly service. And that's why you know you can bank on the State Bank of Hanska for all of your financial needs, from loans to high-interest paying savings programs.
Small bank, we're big on you. That's not really small at all.
Sports fans, for the Minnesota Gophers, Vikings, North Stars, and Twins can find what they're looking for at Dan's Sports Cards in New Ulm. You'll find North Stars, Gophers, Vikings, and Twins sweatshirts, jerseys, T-shirts, plus more of your other favorite NFL and MLB teams. Dan's also has pennants, posters, caps, and lots more. Dan's Sports Cards, 1523 North Broadway, New Ulm.
Well, your umpires for tonight's game, Don Proctor of Burlington, Iowa, is behind the plate. At third base, Ty Cayley from Miles City, Montana. And at first base is Bob Taylor out of Denver, Colorado.
My observation was that this afternoon the strike zone was, I think, fairly narrow, and if Proctor keeps this up, he's going to be more of a pitcher's umpire. There were some questionable, or what looked like questionable pitches that were catching the black, but if he's consistent, I think it will benefit the pitching staff.
Well, the pitching staff has taken a beating today in the first 3 games. There's no question about that. Chad Stoll is on the mound. Chad is in his 14th game, 74 and 2/3 innings, 64 hits, 26 earned runs, his ERA 2.44. He's walked 65, fanned 77, hit 6 batters, 17 wild pitches, 1 balk. He's got 1 save and a couple of shutouts. His record is 8-4. His best pitch, without a doubt, is his curveball, but he's got a good live fastball, has a good off-speed pitch, and usually excellent control. And he starts Scott Hussey high for ball 1, pitch side. Hussey playing in center field, right-handed batter, and there is a strike call on the outside corner, 1-1 from Chad Stoll. Used a breaking pitch there. There are 2 Husseys on this team, Scott and Steve, and they are twin brothers. And the pitch is swung on and bounced over the middle behind second base, cut off by Schmidt, and the throw to first is in time, and Marshall Bloomer colliding with Hussey as he crossed the bag. Nice play by Scott Schmidt. The ball headed up the middle, and Scott fielded it behind second base, and actually when he threw the ball was actually on the second base side of the bag, 1 down.
That was an outstanding play by Scott Schmidt. He had to, as you said, range far to his left. The ball took a high hop. He made the play and was actually going to his left when he made the throw, pulled the first baseman off to the right field corner side.
And first ball hitting is Timothy Smeal, the second baseman, and he loops it into right field, a base hit, falling in between Brian Robbie and Rick Wellman out there. So Smeal picks on the first pitch, and a little quail into right field, base hit. And State College with their first hit, and the first hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Todd Stoner, the first baseman.
We saw a number of those kinds of hits today. The aluminum bat, when you catch one on the inside, will often go for that bloop single, whereas if it were a wooden bat, it would probably saw it off in your hands, and that wouldn't carry as far.
It is a perfect evening for baseball. It is calm. Wind not be a factor at all. Pitch swung on off the bat of Stoner, grounded towards short. Schmidt goes to Robbie, and Robbie dropped the ball, but picked it up again to force the runner, Tim Smeal. And Robbie just trying to take the ball out of his glove, really before he had it, but he does get the force out. And Stoner will reach on the fielder's choice.
Thought that might very well be a double play. New Ulm had a number of double plays in the state tournament, and really turning it over very well.
The play will go 6-4, 2 down now with Stoner on first, and here's the catcher, Chris Franks, and the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. Franks is underrated, according to his coach, John Carfley. Very good ball player all around. He's been on the team for 3 years. Good RBI man. He can spray the ball all over with power, and he takes a call strike. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris will be going to Penn State University. Stowe working from the stretch, delivers, and the pitch is fouled at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Franks with an excellent glove behind the plate. Has an above-average arm for a catcher, but 5'11", 185. Right-handed batter. Leading at first base is Stoner, and the pitch is strike 3, and that will, as Franks didn't get it, and that will take care of State College in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left, and at the end, 1 error. 1 error. Okay, 1 error. And the score at the end of 1 is New Ulm nothing and State College nothing.
The Community Insurance Agency of Lafayette will offer you the best service and the best rates for the best insurance coverage. Dwight DeBoer, as an independent agent, offers a full line of coverage. Homeowners, auto, crop, hail, commercial workman's comp. He'll match it up with the right company and policy to fit your exact needs at the Community Insurance Agency, Lafayette.
If you're considering adding an extension phone, jack, loud ringing bell, or just wish to make a change at your home or in your business, be sure to check with the Cellophone Store, located at New Ulm Telecom Incorporated, where quality and service go hand in hand. Remember, go with a winner. Buy from the company that provides your service, New Ulm Telecom Incorporated.
Sports fans for the Minnesota Gophers, Vikings, North Stars, and Twins can find what they're looking for at Dan Sports Cards in New Ulm. You'll find North Stars, Gophers, Vikings, and Twins sweatshirts, jerseys, T-shirts, plus more of your other favorite NFL and MLB teams. Dan's also has pennants, posters, caps, and lots more. Dan Sports Cards, 1523 North Broadway, New Ulm.
Well, for those of you who may be keeping score at home right along with us, I want to redo the summary for that first inning. There was no runs, 1 hit, Smeal's base hit, no errors, and 1 man left. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, and we're scoreless at the end of 1. Top half now of inning number 2, and the shortstop, Scott Schmidt, will start things off. First pitch, strike call, fastball from Schweik, 0-1. To the right-handed batting Scott Schmidt, who was 5 for 14 in the state tournament, comes in here hitting at .398 with a couple of homers and 26 RBIs. And a strike called.
Schweitzer has been very sharp with that curveball this early in the ball game.
No balls and 2 strikes to Scott Schmidt, who has struck out 3 times in 98 trips this year, and the pitch is a fastball high. Schmidt laid off. It's 1-2. Schmidt this year with a triple and 5 doubles. Will attend Mankato State, and the pitch bounces in the dirt, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schmidt with good power, line drive type of hitter. Usually will get his bat on the ball and drive it somewhere.
I like the pitching performance of the State College pitcher Schweitzer so far. He knows how to pitch. He's moving the ball in and out, up and down.
2-2 now to Schmidt, and the pitch on the way. Fastball is drilled toward center field, and Hussey is on the run and makes a fine running catch in right center field. Hussey just plain outran that ball. It was a line drive headed for the gap, and Hussey, to his left, legged it down right in the alley, and there's 2 down.
3 of the 4 New Ulm hitters have hit the ball right on the nose. Aaron Allen struck out, but that's to be expected somewhat in this tournament.
Well, there's 1 man out, and here is Marshall Bloomer. Bloomer is hitting .349 with a homer and 27 RBIs. He went 3 for 11 in the state tournament, and the pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Bloomer has been at Mankato State for the last week, involved in football practice. just rejoined the team yesterday. And the pitch on the way is too low. 2 balls and no strikes. Interesting thing about State College is they do not play in very many parks that have fences. So consequently, their outfielders play very deep. And the pitch is swung on and grounded towards second base. 2-hopper to Smeal, and he throws Bloomer out, and there's 2 down. And so far, Schweitzer has retired the first 5 New Ulm hitters that he has faced, and there is 2 down. And that'll bring up Russ Trauig, who is just having all kinds of problems at the plate lately. Russ was 1 for 11 in the tournament, and his average is still a respectable .348 with no homers and 20 RBIs.
Russ is a good fastball hitter. He had a little trouble with the breaking pitch in high school, and I think the scouting report on him is that you need to throw him a steady diet of breaking pitches, but he has improved a great deal in his ability to hit that pitch.
Trauig is in left field tonight, and Schweitzer kicks and throws. Fastball in tight to him, has him ducking away. Ball 1 to the right-handed batting Russ Trauig, who's got some power. Usually a pull hitter and a good contact type of hitter. And the pitch on the way is outside, low and away.
Another feature of Russ's play is that he has excellent speed. He was a catcher, and you usually don't find catchers running too well, but he has that speed to do a pretty good job in the outfield.
Well, he's got 3 triples and 6 doubles. And there is a strike right down the middle. Fastball from Schweitzer, and good low pitch. He kept it right at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second inning. New Ulm with 2 out and nobody on. And the 1-2 pitch inside nearly hit him. Brushed him back. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trauig has been up 112 times with 39 hits. 3 balls and 1 strike to Trauig. And now he gets tired of waiting for Schweitzer and steps out. Dave Montresser's at third base. John Kamenitsky at second. Tim Smeal, or Kamenitsky's at short. Smeal at second. As the pitch is too high for ball 4. So Trauig works Schweitzer for a walk. New Ulm now with their first base runner of the ball game, and that is something that State College hasn't done much of this year, is the pitchers have not beaten themselves by walking people. Well, that'll bring up Keith Winschittle. Winschittle is 4 for 12 in the tournament. Winschittle drove in a key run in the 4-3 9-inning loss to Jacobson, hitting at .309 with no homers, 20 RBI, third base tonight. Trauig gets a lead at first, and the pitch is a fastball in tight to Winschittle, and it nearly hit him, and is ball 1. Winschittle, a product of Cathedral. Greyhounds this year went 12-6. There are 7 Greyhounds on this Legion team. 1 MVL Charger with Kevin Hulke, and the rest made up of New Ulm. Public. New Ulm 21-2 this year. MVL went 7-9. 1-0 to Winschittle, and the pitch outside. It is 2 balls and no strikes, and Jim, it would look like now that Schweitzer might be trying to be a little too fine.
I think he's also getting out of his pitching rhythm. He showed us a variety of pitches. All of a sudden, he's gone to the fastball, and he can't find the plate.
He'll work from the stretch. Checks Trauig at first. Fastball is swung on and laced into center, but Hussey's got him played perfectly, and he hardly has to move, and that will take care of New Ulm in the second inning. They leave 1 after an inning and a half. New Ulm nothing. State College nothing.
This is State Representative Terry Dempsey. I want to congratulate the New Ulm American Legion Post for hosting this year's Great Lakes Region Baseball Tournament. I also want to wish the very best of luck to the New Ulm baseball team as representing New Ulm in this year's tournament. We are proud of the fine job you've done this year. Good luck on your games.
Northside Garage of New Ulm wishes the New Ulm Legion baseball team the best of luck, and they would also like to let you know about their complete automotive service. From engine tune-ups to complete motor overhauls, why not stop in and see Mel Suis at Northside Garage and Alignment, 5 4th North Street in New Ulm.
Firth Miley Insurance is happy to sponsor and support the Legion games and welcome the guests to our community. And a reminder that you won't strike out in your insurance game if you contact Firth Miley Insurance, who offer a complete line of insurance coverage. Contact or stop in and see Bobby Stimpert or Paul Firth at Firth Miley Insurance, New Ulm.
Bottom half of inning number 2. New Ulm nothing and State College nothing, with State College coming to bat. There are 8 teams in this tournament, and 4 are here for the first time. State College, Pennsylvania. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Hutchinson is here for its first time, as is Aurora, Indiana. Barrington, Illinois is here for the 3rd time. Midland, Michigan for the 4th time. This is number 5 for New Ulm and number 2 for Maynard, Ohio. First pitch to Schellenberger. The left fielder, Todd Schellenberger, is taken for a ball. Midland is the only team in the tournament that was here a year ago. And Stoll kicks and throws, and the pitch is high, a fastball that is 2 balls and no strikes. Schellenberger in his 3rd year. He's a former catcher who played the outfield last year, and he's developed pretty well. Hit in the number 2 position in high school. And the pitch is high for ball 3, but Carfly has decided that he'd be more productive in the number 5 spot in the batting order. Then ball 4, Stoll puts him on 4 pitches, and that is the first walk issued by Stoll. And State College now with a leadoff man on here in the bottom half of the 2nd.
Don't walk the leadoff hitter.
Number 9, Doug Schweitzer.
Well, here's David Montresor. He's at 3rd base tonight. Montresor, good hit and run man, so there may be something on here with State College. We'll have to see. Normally, he will hit the ball hard, and he's also a threat to bunt. Stoll now throwing to first, and Schellenberger is back. Schellenberger is 6'1". He is quick and a very adept base runner, from what I am told.
Well, you're either going to see him run or sacrifice at this point.
Well, the first pitch just misses a fastball from Stoll that was just a shade high, apparently. Allen tried to freeze it for the home plate umpire, Proctor. But it'll be 1 ball and no strikes. And there is the curveball that nipped the outside corner, 1-1. On deck is John Kamenetsky, the shortstop. Stoll working from the stretch, delivers, swing and a miss. He challenged Montresor with a fastball. Montresor had a rip, didn't get it. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. New Ulm wearing their pinstripes tonight, the new uniforms, reminiscent, I guess, of the New York Yankees. State College in red tops, gray trousers, burgundy tops, I guess, if you will. Swing and a miss. He waved at the fastball and didn't get it. So Stoll found out that he couldn't handle the fastball, blew the last 2 right by him. That is number 2 for Chad Stoll in the strikeout department. First out here in the 2nd inning for State College.
Mark, I can't see the crowd beneath us, but I see a crowd sitting out the right field line and down the left field line, and I'm assuming that we have a very good crowd here this evening because I suspect it's filled underneath us.
We really do. Runner goes, pitches inside. Here's Allen's throw, and it is not in time. It was to the 3rd base side, and sliding in with a stolen base is Schellenberger. By the way, this is Montresor in the batter's box. The last batter up was Schweitzer. So Schweitzer, if you're keeping score, was out on strikes, and this is Montresor. My error, I just simply... just an oversight. So this is Montresor in the batter's box now. There is 1 out. Schellenberger is on at 2nd base, and the pitch is a fastball in tight to him, and now Stoll is behind in the count to Montresor. 2 balls and no strikes. Montresor is the good hit and run man. He hurt his thumb earlier this year, cut it, missed 4 weeks, and the pitch is inside, and it is 3-0. He's in his 3rd year. But he can play 2nd base, he can play shortstop. He will turn 19 next month on the 25th. Pitch is outside. And that is ball 4. So Montresor works Stoll for a walk. And now State College with the first real threat of the game. Schellenberger on at 2nd, Montresor on at 1st, and John Kamenetsky, the shortstop, coming up. And today we saw lots of walks in the first 3 games. And that may have been part of the reason why we saw the number of runs scored that we did.
Oh, I think it is, and I commented earlier that these kids have probably rested for 5 or 6 days. They haven't thrown. It may take an inning or 2 to get the kinks out and get that control back.
Here's John Kamenetsky. And the first pitch is high to him, ball 1. 1-0 to John Kamenetsky, line drive type of hitter. Basically the singles, doubles type. He'll spray it all over, but I understand he's pretty good with men on base and a good 2-strike hitter. And now he's got 1 strike on him as Stoll used the fastball on the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Stoll has to establish his curveball to make himself effective.
Fastball is swung on, hit high in the air towards center. Jim Leslie backing up, seems to have it measured, makes the catch, 2 down, taking it 2nd is Schellenberger, and he'll go to 3rd easily. And staying at first base is Montresor, and there is 2 down in State College with runners at the corners.
Jim overthrew the cutoff man there, and I think probably that was just the fact that he hasn't played and he's a little tight. He wanted to make the proper play, and he just threw it too strong.
Well, an opportunity there for Montresor to take second base. Well, that puts runners at the corners now for the number 9 hitter, Todd Irvin, and the first pitch to him is a called strike. So Stoll has been around the plate for the most part, with the exception of the 2 walks. Irvin has some power to left center. He had a grand slam in the state tournament, so he's got to be careful with him. The pitch is up high to him. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. He is in the number 9 spot because he usually finds a way to get on and acts as a second leadoff man. And the pitch is swung on and hit high in the air toward center field. Wellman, the right fielder, coming over, and he makes the catch in shallow right field, running out from underneath his cap. And Stoll works out of trouble in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left. And at the end of 2, it is New Ulm nothing and State College nothing.
If you've got it, flaunt it with Bike Coaches shorts from Sport Shack in New Ulm. The original Coaches shorts in 100% double knit nylon with 2 front Western style inset pockets and 2 back patch pockets. Now just $12.99. Bike Coaches shorts ideal for softball or just leisure wear. Now on sale at Sport Shack in downtown New Ulm.
Dennis Spurl, your favorite tax advisor with offices at 412 2nd North Street in New Ulm, is proud to take this opportunity to add his good luck wish for the Legion team in hopes that you'll get a big return on your games in the tourney. Dennis Spurl, the winning coach with tax advice, 412 2nd North Street in New Ulm.
At Southside Body Shop, they specialize in framework on newer style car bodies, glass installation, all insurance repair, and body painting. For all your auto body repair, head south to Side Body Shop, 2217 South Broadway, New Ulm, or they're as close as your phone at 359-4342.
Well, on the board at the end of 2, New Ulm with no runs, no hits, no errors, and they have left 2. State College with 1 hit. They have stranded 3, and we have had no errors in this ball game. And this is the first ball game today, Jim, that has gone 2 complete innings without any runs scored.
I think that that's a little tainted anyway, because 4 of New Ulm's 7 hitters that have been up so far have hit the ball right on the nose. They've simply been right at people. They've hit the ball harder at this point than State College has, but State College has been positioned very adequately defensively.
It'll be the 8, 9, and leadoff men for New Ulm here in the top of the 3rd. Jim Leslie, Rick Wellman, and Brian Robbie. Leslie wears number 15, 5'11", 170. Has only been up once in the tournament, in the state tournament. He went 0 for 1. And he lays off the fastball outside, ball 1. Leslie for the year is hitting at 300. He's 9 for 30, no homers, 6 RBIs. Couple of doubles. And the pitch is swung on and grounded off the leg of Schweitzer, but right to the shortstop. And gunning him out is John Kamenetsky. Boy, I tell you what, you talk about a billiard shot. Leslie stung that ball. It went right back up the box, bounced off the right ankle of Schweitzer and right to Kamenetsky. It'll go 1-6-3.
Without it hitting the pitcher, it would have been into center field for New Ulm's first base hit. Actually, the 5th ball out of 8 batters that had been hit very hard. And it looks to me like they're going to measure this pitcher and get some base hits in this game.
Well, Rick Wellman now is going to have to stand by as Schweitzer has asked for a couple of warm-up tosses, and the right leg is the one that he rocks back on when he's going into his windup, and apparently he's going to shake it off and stay in there. So Leslie out 1-6-3 to start the 3rd, and here is Rick Wellman. Played his high school ball at Cathedral, hitting .258, 16 for 62, went 0 for 3 in the state high school tournament, the state Legion tournament, and the first pitch to him is a call strike.
Good breaking ball. Really
was. Rick Wellman played 3rd base for Cathedral. He's a competitor. Hustler, works hard, and Schweitzer delivers. Curveball, overhand. He showed it to him, and the pitch was taken for a ball. And the count is even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top half of the 3rd, coming to you from Johnson Park in New Ulm. State College, the home team tonight. And a beautiful night for baseball. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on, a little pop-up on the mound. Schweitzer backs off the mound and makes the catch on the left side of the diamond, and there is 2 down.
We might tell the fans that are watching, Mark, that we're sitting in the new press box facility, and it's a very, very nice place to watch a ball game. The park here in the evening with the grass freshly cut is just a very, very nice-looking sight.
Well, I tell you what, the comments that I've heard about this park have been unbelievable. They say the park has never looked better.
Well, they've really put a lot of work. They being the New Ulm Baseball Association and the volunteers for the Legion program. It looks beautiful.
All right, here's Brian Robbie, who picked on the first pitches last time, and he lays off of this one as the pitch is outside. Ball one to Brian Robbie, who lined to the second baseman Smeal his first time. Robbie leads the team in hits with 60, been up 136 times, hitting at .444, and he tried to check it but did not. Off-speed pitch, and Robbie had a notion, and by the time he could make up his mind, he had gone a bit too far. 1 homer, 22 RBIs, 5 triples, 12 doubles. And the doubles, the 12 doubles, leads the club. 2-time All-Conference in high school. And he will be back again next year. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. As Robbie that time tried to time Schweitzer, and Schweitzer pulled the string on him. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Robbie has not struck out this year in 136 trips.
I think he struck out during the high school season time.
Off speed, swing and a miss, and Schweitzer gets Robbie on strikes. That is number 1 for New Ulm. And New Ulm goes in order in the third. 3 up, 3 down, 2.5. It is New Ulm nothing and State College nothing.
Since 1939, whenever the really big trucks have needed truly heavy-duty filter protection, they've consistently relied upon Wicks. So when they say Wicks is the best in heavy-duty protection, you can believe it. It's a reputation you gave them the hard way. Distributed locally by General Trading Company of New Ulm, Sleepy Eye, and Bird Island, and their many fine dealers.
Nicholson Athletic is ready to serve you with the finest athletic shoes for the volleyball season. Tiger with gum rubber sole, slide pads, and no heel elevation. You'll stay on the ball with your feet. For football, there's Pony and Brooks removable cleat shoes or permanent cleats. If it's price you're concerned about, we know you'll come to Nicholson Athletic, New Ulm.
JML Sales, your year-round family recreation headquarters in New Ulm, congratulates the New Ulm Legion team on their success through the season. Good luck in the tournaments. JML Sales is the winning team for those great Pook mopeds, Raleigh bikes, Coleman canoes, hockey equipment, along with great service. It's JML Sales, kitty corner from the Kushtal, First South, New Ulm.
Well, we are moving right along here at Johnson Park in New Ulm. Bottom half of the third inning. It is New Ulm nothing and State College nothing. State College will come at Chad Stoll with the top of the order. Scott Hussey takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Hussey with a ground ball to the second baseman, Brian Robbie, his first time. Hussey in his first year, and the pitches, did he check it? The pitch was high, and apparently he did check it. They check with the first base umpire, Bob Taylor, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes to the leadoff man.
So far, this has been basically a pitching duel, although some balls have been hit hard.
Pitch is swung on and popped up into shallow right. The second baseman, Brian Robbie, says, I'll take it, and he does, right behind second base, about 10 feet out on the outfield grass. And Hussey is retired for the first out here in the third inning. Hussey is described as a situation type of hitter. Well, here's Tim Smeal, the second baseman tonight. He had a base hit his first time. Smeal, a right-handed batter. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Smeal is at second base tonight because Steve Hafner had to choose between playing football for Penn State and trying out there or playing with a Legion team on this particular trip. And a swing and a miss. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. And, of course, you don't want to fool with Joe Paterno if he says he wants you to.
Well, I suspect that when you're in a major college program that it's football is number 1 at Penn State. However, I personally do not approve of that. And,
Strike 2 called to Smeal, by the way, and the pitch from Stoll just misses outside. He tried to paint the black on the outside corner. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And another problem with Hafner is he was really hitting the ball well, and they could use his bat. And that pitch just missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. The string is out to Smeal, who's on his way to the University of North Dakota, by the way. And he swings and grounds it off the pitching rubber and into center field, a base hit. Schmidt tried to flag it down out there, but he probably wouldn't have had a play anyway. Smeal gets a base hit back up the box. That is number 2 for State College. The other base hit by Smeal. So he has been the only State College player to solve Stoll tonight, and that brings up Todd Stoner, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Stoner is the son of Shorty Stoner, who just happens to be the Penn State baseball coach. And the pitch is a strike called.
Is Penn State an Eastern power? I am not aware if
in
they
baseball,
are.
I really could not answer that. Throw to first, and oh my goodness! It looked like they had Smeel leaning. Oh, what a close play at first base, but the first base umpire, Bob Taylor, was right there.
Stoll and Mike Schiesel both have excellent moves to first base, and it wouldn't surprise me to see either one of them pick someone off in this tournament.
Well, the pitch on the way is a sidearm curveball on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Stoll, and he's out in front now, 0-2. Stoner 6 feet tall, 170. And a fastball again outside, so Stoll working the ball away from these Penn State hitters. Stoner, by the way, will turn 18 on the 28th of this month, which I believe is Sunday. Throw to first, and again diving back in is Smeel. On deck is Chris Franks. Stoner's got good power to all fields. Usually will put his bat on the ball, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Most of these Penn State players, I am told, are pretty good two-strike hitters. They'll stay in there and battle you. Stoner, good glove man at first base. He started a triple play in the state tournament. Caught a line drive, doubled the guy off second, then doubled the guy off at first base, and now a pitch out, but nothing going, as Smeel stays close to home. And it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stoner with fair speed.
New Ulm infielders are stationed at double play depth.
And he reaches out on the end of the bat and punches it into right field. It'll be a base hit. Stopping at second base is Tim Smeel. And for the second inning in a row now, State College with runners on first and second, and 1 man out. That is hit number 3. Well, a good example of hitting with 2 strikes on you. Stoner just kind of went with a pitch and punched it into right field.
They do a good job. In fact, they've hit a number of balls to the right side, and you can tell that they cut down on their swing. It looks to me like they're well coached, that they work on hitting the ball to right field or where it's pitched.
Well, here is their RBI man, Chris Franks, and the first pitch to him is a strike call on the outside corner. Stoll started him with a fastball. Franks was struck out swinging his first time, and a pitch way outside, and a nice stop by Aaron Allen to keep the runners from advancing. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chris Franks.
Still in a double play situation. Stoll would like to get him to hit a ground ball to the infield.
And the pitch missing outside. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. The coach of Penn State, John Carfly, who is 44 years old, guesses that Franks is hitting right around 350 with a couple of homers. And he misses outside once again with the off-speed stuff. And it is 3 balls and 1 strike. And Stoll has got to come in with this. He does not want to walk the bases loaded. And the pitch is strike call right at the letters.
He was taking all the way there.
Well, the string is out now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if they'll start the runners. They do not, as the pitch is outside, ball 4. They are loaded up for Todd Schellenberger. 3rd walk-off of Stoll.
Chad Stoll has shown us a tendency when he gets in trouble to probably rear back and try to fire the ball harder than normal, and he has a tendency to overthrow. He's always much more effective if he pitches within himself. He's basically a breaking ball pitcher. He's a feisty, gutsy competitor, and he can throw hard when he has to, but he kind of gets himself out of the rhythm, and this is a situation that has probably happened at this moment. I suspect his brother went out there to tell him at that point, Chad, you need to give him a mix. Do so, you'll get yourself out of this situation.
Well, I know Chad is not real happy. He is very disgusted, and I think Jeff did exactly what you mentioned, Jim, because he put his hands out as if to say, just calm down and see what you want to do. Well, they're going to pull Marshall Bloomer in at first base now as the first pitch to Schellenberger is a ball. 1-0 to Schellenberger, who walked his first time. 3 walks off of Stoll. Again, Marshall on the edge of the grass. Here's a ground ball hit towards second. Schmidt on the second hop to Robbie for 1. Here's the relay. It is... Oh, I believe Bloomer couldn't hang on to the ball at first base, and a run will score, and it is 1-0.
Robbie got taken out very, very hard at second base. In fact, he got upended and went down. And that, in Legion ball, there is not a rule that says that you can't take the second baseman out. In high school, you pretty much stay away from that infielder, or you certainly cannot go out of the baseline. And I don't think the player went out of the baseline, but he went over the bag, which Robbie was right on top of, and really dumped him in the infield.
Well, 2 out. Schellenberger on by a fielder's choice. It was a low throw because Robbie was taken out and really in a hurry, and normally Bloomer will come up with those, and I don't know, Jim, if he would have hung on to the ball at first if they'd have been able to turn it or not.
I thought he would have,
yep.
that it would have been a double play, but it was a low throw.
Well, here's Doug Schweitzer, the pitcher, and the first pitch to him was a call strike. Schweitzer went quietly his first time. Stoll got him on 4 pitches and struck him out. He's got a decent bat, I'm told, but he only hit 185 in high school. 1-1 now to Doug Schweitzer as Stoll missing outside, and Chad trying to keep the ball on the outside corner. Schweitzer stands very deep in the batter's box, and the pitch is too low. Fastball, it is 2-1. And where Schweitzer is standing in the batter's box and where Stoll is throwing it, he is going to probably need a barn door to make contact.
Yeah, he is really away from the plate. If he can get it on the outside half, he's got him.
And he swings and fouls it to the backstop. It is 2-2. As a matter of fact, you cannot see the chalk line outlining the batter's box, and I just wonder if Schweitzer's taking advantage of that, because there is no chalk left now on the right side of the batter's box, and really no way of telling if he even is in the batter's box, to be quite honest with you, because the chalk is completely gone. 2-2 now to Schweitzer. And Stoll tried to put it on the outside corner, tried to get Schweitzer to go fishing, and he laid off. And now it is 3 balls and 2 strikes to Schweitzer, with Dave Montresor coming up next. Fastball, foul back. Stoll just reared back and challenged him.
What he would like to do is just throw for a location on the outside black of the plate, and if he does, I don't think there's any way that Schweitzer can reach that ball where he stands in the batter's box.
Schweitzer turned 18 on the 10th of this month, and the pitch is inside, ball 4. And Schweitzer is aboard with a walk. That is number 4 issued off of Stoll. And that is going to send Stoner to third, Schellenberger to second base, and State College once again with the bases loaded for Dave Montresor.
At the moment, he is unable to get his curveball over the plate for a strike, and when he cannot do that, he loses some of his effectiveness. I presume that he'll go after this hitter with a few more breaking pitches. This is, what, the number 6 hitter in the lineup, Mark?
Number 7.
Number 7 hitter.
David Montresor, who walked his first time. State College getting the run this inning. Bases loaded, fielder's choice, Schellenberger reaching, and he will pick up an RBI for that, by the way. Smeal scoring the only run of the game. A base hit by Smeal to center. Base hit to right by Stoner, a walk to Franks, and then Schellenberger hitting the ground ball to Schmidt, and Robbie taken out at second base. And the run scored. And the pitch is a strike call. This time Stoll coming inside for a strike. Curveball inside on. Montresor leaning out over the plate, swings and punches it toward right, and Wellman coming hard, and he reaches out, and he can't make the play. It bounced off of his glove. 2 runs are going to score, and it is 3-0. The ball wasn't hit that hard, and Wellman dove, and the ball hit his glove and bounced out. And Stoner and Franks come in to score, and stopping at third base will be Schellenberger.
That was one of those plays where a quarter of a step made the difference of him catching the ball and not catching the ball. He made a very good effort on it. He dove for it, and I think he got probably, it maybe caught back in the palm part of his hand rather in the webbing, and it just bounced out.
Stoner and Schellenberger come in to score. Here is Kamenetsky, the shortstop, hitting a fly ball toward center. Leslie makes the catch out there, and that finally retires State College in the 3rd inning, but not before they send 8 men to the plate. They pick up 3 runs on 3 base hits. There were no errors and 2 men left. And the score at the end of 3, State College 3 and New Ulm nothing.
Your new windows are on sale right now at Manderfeld Lumber in New Ulm. Larson Standard Deluxe 2-track windows are on sale, as well as the newer, even more energy-efficient Larson Best windows. Custom sizes are available with fast delivery, made to order for you. Available locally from Manderfeld Lumber, 406 North Front, New Ulm.
Feeling hungry? Step right this way. Perkins won't just mother you, not today. We're gonna grandmother you, like only Perkins can do.
Perkins in New Ulm is going to grandmother you. Stop in after or before the games. Perkins welcomes visitors for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Perkins, located on South Broadway in New Ulm.
The Hanska State Agency with 2 full-time agents, Fritz and Wanda, offers a full line of insurance coverages. The Hanska State Agency can provide auto, homeowners, farm package policies, life insurance, major medical, and supplemental insurance to Medicare. Personalized insurance service is as close as your phone at Hanska State Agency. Phone 439-6265.
Well, on the board at the end of 3, it is State College with 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors.